Hi guys, today I'd like to talk about the Superior Engineering Toyota Land Cruiser VDJ wide track kit that we can now offer with brand new pre-registered vehicles. So this is a vehicle here, brand new pre-registered. So this has got the kit fitted in it. So what you see here is basically what you'll get in a package. So the kit comes as a 4-inch lift. We can offer from a 33-inch tyre up to a 35-inch. That's a true 35-inch, not a metric equivalent. And we can go from tyre size from a 0 offset to a neg 12 offset. And we can go a 16, 17 and an 18-inch rim on this combination. And that's all street legal throughout Australia once the vehicle's registered. But the important thing is you've got to get the vehicle to us before it's registered. So I'll start here and we'll go from the front to the back to actually show you what's in these big kits, because there is a lot in these kits that you're going to get for your money. So at the very front of the vehicle, so as far as tyres will go, that's going to be your choice on what you want to do with that. You don't have to get the tyres and rims through us, but there is specific combinations you can put on the vehicle. So basically at the start, we start with a 4340M chromoly drag link. And tie rod. So the drag link's a new patented version from Superior Engineering. So it's got female threaded tie rod ends on it. So they're the strongest on the market. It's a patented version. There is nothing that compares to it in the Toyota market. So it's very similar to the Nissan ones we've been selling for the last 10 years. Very rarely you see a failure. So that's your drag link. Your tie rod is basically behind it, so it's running tyre to tyre, so it holds them together. Same thing, 4340M. It's a heat treatment we do to our 4340, puts it up about 50% stronger than our competitors' 4340. So it's a very good product. So that's your steering rod at the back, that's your tie rod. Now there's a couple of options with shock absorbers. You can either go a 2.0 or a 2.5 shock. This vehicle here is fitted with the Superior Engineering 8-stage compression adjustable remote res shocks in 2.0 size. Very soon we'll have a 2.5 series compression rebound and compression and rebound adjustable. So that's very soon on the market. But basically, if you want to option it out with Kings as well, we can also do that. In the engine bay, we also supply a brake booster. So this is a dual diaphragm brake booster, massively increases your braking. It's about 60% line pressure more than a factory one. So that then makes this thing stop with 35-inch tyres really safely. In the package will be a Superior Engineering damper as well. That's obviously just a standard item with your shocks and all that sort of stuff. So that goes on the very front, connects from your drag link up to your chassis. Now with your radius arms, this is a key factor here because we're the only ones in Australia that can offer this as well. You've got the options of Superflex arms, Hyperflex arms, or just radius arms. Now all our arms are done in BIS 80. Very hard material, lifetime warranty on all this gear that I'm talking about here. Like your tie rods, your drag links, your pannards, your control arms, all lifetime warranty if you bend them or they fail. There is no warranty against bushes because bushes, we use genuine. It's the best we can do. Unfortunately, bushes are a wearable part, but the arms themselves are all covered. And the last thing under the front end, as far as suspension goes, is a H brackets that we supply for the sway bar. So that actually drops the sway bar down so it doesn't foul on the front tail shaft. They come in a billet alloy piece, or there's also a steel version depending on the exact lift or whatever, but in this specific kit it'll be the alloy version going into it. Flares are another factor. We've just got standard flares on this vehicle here. We do actually offer, if you're going to run a neg 12 offset, we do offer a bigger, wider fiberglass flare that's fairly much identical to the factory one here, but I haven't got them fitted on this at the moment. Okay, we're down the back of the vehicle now. This is showing a coil conversion. This big kit comes in either coil conversion or leaf spring we can offer you. There's a couple of versions with the coil conversion as well. It's either bolt-in or weld-in as well. So in the back here, I'll just give you a bit of a understanding of the coil conversion here. So the Superior Engineering coil conversion actually wraps around the chassis, bolts around, so you've got an inside and outside structure. Now that's done so it keeps it very strong. On the top, you've got your brackets here that are holding your coils, another brace in underneath to stop that. Now this specific vehicle's got the 2.0 compression adjustable 8-stage Superior shocks. We can offer a 2.5 in Kings or Superior. Sway bars on the back to control the ride. Now the key thing why you'd go a Superior kit over other people's is this has got a triangulated 4-link in the rear of this. Race cars and fast cars have been using 4 links for years and years, and there's a reason why you do that, why you run a 4-link. The 4-link is an even travel up and down. When it's articulating, it's even. When you've got a high horsepower car and you're on the power and you got some squat in the car and you back off, the car reacts straight up and down. It doesn't kick to the side like a panhard rod does. Because a 5-link, what everyone else is doing, or most people are doing, 5-links have got adverse problems with them when you're running high horsepower cars. The good thing about our car too, or our kit, the 4-link is actually even travel this way. So in other words, your left and your right travel is even. Now on this, we do a long arm on the bottom. So that goes roughly, it's probably 200 mil forwards from the original mount. So the top arms are fairly long. We've got excellent anti-squat in this. And basically the way we've got this set up is when you go wheeling off-road, you get very little rear steer in the rear of this thing. You look at some of the other conversions out there and the rear steer is massive. So you're wheeling and you're getting articulation in the rear end and the bum's driving like this. It's like it's got a rear steer in the rear end. You won't get that problem with this. It's very minimum, the amount of rear steer. This kit, it's not sold standard with a big long range tank, but you can definitely fit the long range tank up there. You can fit another tank up the front as well. Now with all our suspension, we're the only company that can offer the ITS technology, which is a seal in our control arms. It's the same with on the front of this, on the tie rod, it's actually got ITS as well. So what that is, it's actual seal in there, so you can't get, or you won't get water ingress. Like if you go to the beach and you park the thing in some salt water, or you go across a creek or something, a conventional steering rod, there's a high chance, or there's a chance that you'll get water coming in through your connections, like where your nut locks up. We've got the seal in there, actually, that will stop it. We've seen over the years different brands and that we've seen where rust gets into control arms and panhards and all that, and it does damage to it. So with ours, you get that standard. So it's a key feature and it's a patented. No one else can offer that. Front and rear brake lines will go with this kit obviously as an upgrade because you're bringing your GVM up. So it'll be the brake lines both ends. So on the rear end here with the chrome moly diff, so this is the strongest on the market. It's the best on the market you can buy. That's part of this package. So basically what we've started with is 13.5mm chrome moly tube. We've used 6mm chrome moly plate to make the diamond. It's all gusseted inside. It's a very wide diamond for maximum strength. We've got a 4mm plate, chrome moly plate that runs in underneath, basically a rock guard. So if you back up onto a rock, you're not going to smash your gear set. Run standard brakes on the outer. We run the world's strongest 300M axles coming from RCV out of the USA, custom built for us for this vehicle. They've got coil retainers on the top. Standard handbrake assembly all goes to it. Standard diff bolts straight up to it, no problems. Runs all standard seals and all that sort of stuff. Like on FEA testing, just to give you guys a bit of an idea how confident we are in our gear, we thought let's put 15 tonne on top of this thing. We put 15 tonne on it and it didn't even bend a millimetre. Like, this is a strong diff, this is the best you're going to get. There is no comparison to this on the market. For the shock mounts on the rear, there is a couple of options we've got here. One is this model. This is for big travel. We have these mounts sitting up a little bit higher. We put a larger shock in there. If you've got basically a tray that's coming down flat, very flat on here, we can actually do a low version of that, so that's not going to stick up. It'll depend on your tray you're looking at doing. So before you go and buy a tray and all that, if you're going to go one of these kits, talk to us first. We can give you a bit of guidance with the tray, what to do. Because the other factor you've got to remember too, there's an exhaust system in this as well. And depending on where you want to run your exhaust, it'll depend on your tray and a couple of key factors. Standard exhaust on this, we can either run a single system or we can run a dual system. That'll just depend on, when you talk to us, we can make that decision on what's best for you, how we're going to fit it on your vehicle. Part of the brake upgrade in this too is also a handbrake upgrade. When we did our testing at 4 tonne, we weren't real happy with how the handbrake works on these standard. Like, they do the job, but we want a bit more of an improvement over it. So we've got our own patented handbrake bracket that actually goes inside of the vehicle, where you pull your lever up, modifies that a little bit. Allows you to pull more cable and it's you get a lot better handbrake. We've had a few questions about insurance. This is a brand new vehicle. It's registered as a Superior Engineering vehicle. It's street legal when it comes out of our factory. There's no reason you should have any problems with your insurance company. If you do have questions about that, talk to your insurance company prior to purchasing your car and all that, but you've got to explain to them this is a second stage manufacture from Superior Engineering and it is a Superior Engineering vehicle. If there's any queries from the insurance company, they can contact us directly. Okay, so I'll just do a brief cover over on basically this kit so everyone understands it properly. So basically, if you're going to buy a brand new car, don't register it. Give us a call, give one of our sales team a call, because we've got to do this before registration at the moment. We are working with the government to get approvals to do registered vehicles, but right at the moment when this video goes online, it's for new cars only. If you've got a registered car in the future, give us a ring. We may be doing registered vehicles by then, but currently at the moment, ring us up before registration. Then we can talk to you about the whole package. We can talk to the dealership if you like, so everything runs smooth, or the dealership can contact us. Basically, this is a 3.6 tonne GVM or a 4 tonne GVM. We can do either, and it's a 4-inch lift, and it's 33 to 35 inch tyres, and it's also track widened in the rear end. So there's a few key factors there. And don't forget, if you've got a leaf spring, you're not left out too. This is obviously a coil spring here we're looking at, but leaf spring we can offer as well. Exactly the same kit, leaf spring on the rear, normal coil spring on the front. Same deal, pre-registered. Talk to us first before you buy your car and register it, and we'll get you underway with an awesome kit that's legal.